it's always great for me to talk to you about your films because I'm such a great fan of how diverse your filmography is. This one is so accessible, you know, you feel like you're there. Space movies can be unattainable. This one is the exact opposite. Was it the intention from the beginning to make it so immersive?
Well, I think the book is immersive, and but the adaptation, the screenplay, was very faithful to the book. And I read the screenplay first and thought the screenplay was actually marvelous. So I checked the book and thought he did a very good adaptation, and I was immersed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all I've got to do is interpret it.
Well, you did that quite well. Talk about immersive. Wadi Rum seems to look like our interpretation of Mars. So how good of a location did you feel it was filming in Jordan?
Well, I knew of it because I'd experienced it three times before. First with David Lean when he did Aqaba, and there was the camp, which was in Wadi Rum. I always remember that. And then Prometheus 1, we flew over that for the planet incoming, with all the high shots of Wadi Rum. And then I used it again for Exodus. And this time I thought I better go and shoot there on the ground. So we went there and built the habitat, which is the place he lives, and took the rover, did a lot of the long journeys, but I also had to do a certain amount of stuff in the studio where I had to match the rocks and match the habitat in Budapest. You match the rocks by shooting them digitally in Wadi Rum in exactly the same position as your habitat, so it fits exactly like a jigsaw puzzle.
It does indeed. You feel like you're there.
Yeah.
How important is location to you? You've shot in Morocco as well. How important is it for the location to feel real? And again, that subject of immersive.
Well, yeah, the actual original stuff you see of Mars is kind of quite boring, if you excuse me saying so, guys, because you're on flat red ground and you could be anybody, anywhere. And yet I knew the actual volcano on Mars, the highest peak in volcano, dead volcano, of course, is 59,000 feet, which is 20,000 feet higher than Everest. And I knew that the volcano at the very end, where he stops to take off, that's actually a shot of Mars, of the rim of the volcano. Now, rim to rim is 600 kilometers across, so it's massive. So I had to believe there had to be badlands, have to be, rocks, and huge rocks, just like, you know, where we shot.
Exactly. Beautifully. How important, obviously, is the music? I remember also for American Gangster, it kind of rhythmed the story in such a great way. So how involved are you always with the soundtrack?
Everything. I choose the composer. American Gangster was Mark Stridenfeld, and this is Harry Gregson Williams. Harry Gregson had done for me before a really great score for Kingdom of Heaven. That's almost 10 years ago, my God. So I went back to Harry, and because I knew Harry's very orchestral, but also Harry originally used to have a little rock band, so he understands everything. He understands classical, and I knew I'd have a lot of this pop music in the film, so the score had to kind of sit with both.
Yeah, absolutely, and brings a lot of nice humor as well to the story.
Yes, it's great. The music is very humorous.
Absolutely. Our Swiss viewers are very happy that Mark is wearing a Swiss watch. So was that a deliberate choice, and is it for precision?
Yeah, it's a Swiss watch. They asked us to use it if we could. I said, yeah, sure. But it's present day, and but the watch like that in 10 years, I bet they still use a watch. In 10 years, if they go there, when they go there, I'll bet they still have duct tape, gaffer tape. That gaffer tape saves his life. And one of the things that stuck in my mind that an astronaut's best friend is gaffer tape and his toolkit. That's it. All the other tech, I need the toolkit, I need the clippers, I need the tape.
As well informed as you seem to be about, space travel and NASA, is there anything you learned as a filmmaker that made your curiosity even heightened?
No, because I got to go there. In making the movie, I go there. That's the nice thing about my job. I get to go into the 15th century, I get to go in the 18th century, I get to go into the future.